Hello, Washington Commanders fans. Today, we're going to explore the preseason updates and some standout performances from our recent loss to the Patriots. It's always difficult to talk about the team without mentioning Terry McLaurin's contract situation, but it's crucial to focus on the players vying for their chance to shine. Stay with me until the end, as we'll analyze who stood out and how this might impact the team's construction. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your thoughts in the comments. Amid the attention on McLaurin's situation, it's essential to note two candidates who improved their positions after the game against the Patriots. The first on the list is rookie running back Jackery Kroski-Merritt, who had a notable performance in a game that otherwise wasn't very encouraging for our team. Kroski-Merritt was one of the few highlights in the match, showing that he may have an important role in the team's future. Coach Dan Quinn expressed his frustrations after the match, but also acknowledged the positives. "I thought all three phases were sloppy tonight," Quinn stated, describing the team's overall performance. This highlights how the game didn't meet expectations, but Kroski-Merritt stood out in this context. He had 8 carries for 32 yards, but what really caught the eye was his ability to avoid tackles and gain yards after contact, something that is extremely valuable in the NFL. A player who excels amidst a weak performance truly shows their potential. Kroski-Merritt not only had good runs, but also had promising moments and receptions. He had a 16-yard reception that was nullified by a penalty, but that doesn't obscure his ability to perform in critical moments. Dan Quinn, who had already recognized his skills before the game, was excited about what he saw. "I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in the next opportunities," said Quinn, highlighting Kroski-Merritt's promise. The running back left the game with a minor shoulder problem, but fortunately it wasn't serious, according to information from JP Finley. The key word here is problem, and the team confirmed that he will not suffer an injury that could affect his long-term performance. This crucial news allows fans to feel relief upon seeing a promising player not being ruled out in the race for a prominent position. Now, talking about the offensive line, we have rookie offensive tackle Josh Conerly Jr., who also made a good impression during the match. Quinn praised his performance and highlighted how he teamed up with Laremy Tunsil to create good plays. During the match, Conerly didn't allow any sacks in his 21 snaps, which is a significant statistic for a rookie competing at such a high level. This resilience can be an indication that he is a player we can trust as the season progresses. Conerly not only excelled in pass protection, but also showed good run blocking ability, demonstrating that he can be a valuable addition to the offensive line. Quinn noted that the feeling of cleanliness in Conerly's game is a good sign, indicating that he understands what it takes to succeed in the league. The references involving his speed and ability in screenplays highlight his potential in the coming weeks. Quinn also mentioned that although young players like Conerly show great ability, they will inevitably face their difficulties. Well, that's usually the way with the younger guys. They have those ups and downs in their performance, said Quinn, placing responsibility on the rookie's continued growth. For these young talents to stand out, they need support and time on the field to develop their skills. With the season approaching, the pressure increases for both Kroski-Merritt and Conerly to consolidate their positions. Team construction is an ongoing task, and we're all looking forward to seeing how these performances will influence the coach's decisions. With the cuts coming and the choice of the final 53 players in sight, each training and game will be a new opportunity to show what they can do. Now, I bring news that may cheer us all up. A young defender is emerging as a true leader on our team. We're talking about cornerback Mike Sainristil, who is standing out in his second year and promises to be a fundamental piece for the defense's success in 2025. Let's understand how this young talent is gaining the trust of his teammates and coaches. Stay with me until the end, because you'll want to know how Sainristil can impact the Commanders' new phase. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your opinions on what you think of this new leadership. Coach Dan Quinn has praised Sainristil, highlighting that he not only talks about leadership, but puts it into practice. This attitude has been well received by everyone in the group. Quinn made it clear that it's not enough just to talk about what needs to be done. Players must live this reality daily. The message is clear. Being a leader is acting in accordance with what is preached, and that's something Sainristil is doing very well. Quinn emphasizes that a true leader cannot have discrepancies between their words and actions. He stated, "If you say we need to do this and you don't do it, guess what? You're not a leader." This mentality is crucial for creating an environment of trust and responsibility within the team, and that's exactly what Sainristil has brought to the group. The way he behaves on and off the field is making a difference. We are seeing a remarkable growth in Sainristil, which goes beyond the physical. He is always seeking to improve his understanding of the game, which is essential for any evolving player. He arrives early at meetings and often stays after training to work. This commitment has caught everyone's attention and sets him apart from other younger players. One of the highlights was when he talked to the McCourties about films and strategies. Quinn commented on his curiosity and his intense desire to learn. "I loved that he was asking about how things work," said the coach. This attitude demonstrates not only the search for knowledge, but also the determination to become a better player every day. Sainristil seems to be precisely the kind of player that Quinn and the team are looking for, an athlete who combines discipline, preparation, and an unyielding desire to improve. These are the values that can help the Commanders rise again and be competitive in the coming seasons. With the team going through a period of transition, having leaders like Sainristil is vital for the future. Quinn has a track record of working with Pro Bowlers and All-Pros, and when he praises a player's leadership, it demonstrates the importance of that contribution. For Sainristil, the next challenge will be to maintain the same intensity that he demonstrated in training camp throughout the regular season. This consistency will be fundamental in consolidating his position as a leader within the defense. If Sainristil continues on this path, he could become one of the pillars of the Commanders' defense in the coming years. We are all rooting for him to take advantage of this opportunity and establish himself as an elite player. This will not only help his career, but will also be crucial for the team's success in its pursuit of great achievements. Now, let's talk about a situation that's messing with all of our heads. The future of Terry McLaurin. What's going on with our wide receiver? While many hope for a positive resolution, a new source close to the team has brought up a crucial deadline that could define his destiny. Hang in there until the end of the video because you won't want to miss what's coming, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your opinions in the comments. McLaurin's situation with the Commanders remains shrouded in uncertainty. Even with negotiations underway, everything indicates that the wide receiver has submitted a trade request. This doesn't mean they're standing still. In fact, the conversations about an extension remain active. For McLaurin, it's the best path, but finding a middle ground may not be as simple as expected. General Manager Adam Peters seems firm on his price, which makes an agreement difficult. Meanwhile, McLaurin believes his position has strengthened with the underperformance of other wide receivers on the team during the game against the Patriots. However, this doesn't change Peters' mind. He has a plan and is not willing to pay what McLaurin's representatives are asking. This stance may be both strategic and necessary, considering the team's economic context. A crucial point to be observed is the pressure of the roster reduction day, which is seen as a determining milestone in McLaurin's situation. Linnell Willingham, from 106.7. The fan pointed out that this day can reveal what's really happening if a new agreement isn't reached. What does this mean? If McLaurin is placed on the physically unable to perform list, he can still receive his salary, but this could complicate his situation. If McLaurin starts the season on this list, he could end up receiving his first month's salary without playing. More than that, once he is removed from the PUP, there's a 21-day window to be activated on the main roster, which means more complications. This possibility could make McLaurin receive game checks without actually entering the field, and with a salary of $850,000 per game, nobody wants to lose that money. The truth is that the solution to this dilemma is the contract extension. Peters needs to resolve this quickly, but the growing animosity could make things difficult. What seems clear is that if McLaurin can be on the field in Week 1 against the New York Giants, this situation will become just a distant memory. The pressure and expectation are high, and we all want to see McLaurin playing for Washington. In the end, McLaurin's situation is a reflection of the difficulties that many players face in the NFL. This is a moment of tense negotiation, but we all wish that a satisfactory agreement is reached for all parties. The question we are all asking is, what will happen from here? We will continue to follow, and I want to know what you think about this. Comment on how you think this situation should be resolved.